Welcome everyone. So this is Godwin Odenema. Welcome to my channel. So in this particular video, we'll be starting with CSS. So if you have no background knowledge in CSS, don't worry because we'll be starting from scratch. So just assume, I will assume that you have no knowledge at all. So I've taken you from the very beginning, which is introduction to CSS. Okay. So first of all, let us create a folder. Right click your window, go to new, then go to folder. So I'll just name my folder as CSS. Okay, so this is my folder here, CSS. Okay, so I'll open it. So you can see nothing is inside right now. Okay, good. The next thing is to go to Visual Studio Code. I'll be using a code editor called Visual Studio Code. So go to your search bar, type Visual. If you don't have it, you can download it, Visual Studio Code. Okay, so this is it. Download it from Chrome. Go to Chrome, then type Visual Studio Code download. All right, so I'm going to open it. So it is opening. So I've opened my Visual Studio Code. Okay, so go to my file. Let me zoom in a little. Go to new file. So I'll be calling the HTML file index.html. Okay, so click on enter. Then it will ask you where do you want to save it. So I'll click on desktop. So you can see this is a folder that I created on CSS. So I'll click on it. Then I'll click on open. Then I'll click on create. You can see the name is index, right? Create. So I've created an index file, an HTML file rather, and the name is index.html. So I'll create another file, which is a CSS file. So I'll call it style.css. So go to file again, click on new file, then style, style, style. So click on enter. Whichever way you can put, okay, style, then put .css. It's still the same way. Click on create file in that same folder, right? Create file. You can see I've created style.css. You can still do this way. File, new file. You can see say style.css from this angle, from this part here. Whichever way you like to add this .css, but the endpoint is that type style.css. Okay, so I'm done creating two files, right? Now, this one is for HTML, this for CSS. But in this particular tutorial, we are focused on CSS. So what is CSS? CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheets. Cascading Style Sheets. CSS describes how HTML elements are to be displayed on screen, paper, or in other media. CSS saves a lot of work. It can control the layout of multiple web pages all at once. External style sheets are stored in CSS files. Okay, so as we proceed, we'll get to understand more about CSS. Like I said, this is a beginner tutorial for CSS. So if you have no knowledge on CSS, don't worry, I got you covered. Okay, so the first thing is, like I said, CSS is just used to style what is done in your HTML. right? Okay, so let us do something now. Now let me go to my HTML. Let me just bring my basic HTML document. Just press shift, hold it. Then 1, you can see you have exclamation mark, right? So click on enter. In other words, you can just say shift 1. So to give you exclamation mark, and this is what you have. So these are HTML basic documents. So let me zoom in so you can see. Okay, good. These are our HTML basic documents. Now, so whatever we do in HTML, we'll style it using CSS here. Okay. Okay. So now let me just do something for you. So let's bring H1. So this H1. Just click enter. Let me come again. H1, then enter. You can see we have an opening and closing tag, but this is not for HTML, this is for CSS. So let me just say hello. Hello, right? Okay, so let me save. So now, for you to view your work, you can view it using 2 methods or different methods. You can go to the folder. Let me show you the folder. Go to the folder. This is the folder, right? So let me view large icons. So I can open this and it will show me what I've done so far. So let me right click the index file, click on open with Chrome or just open. So you'll see what I've done so far. Alright, so this is what I've done so far. You can see this is just like a recap of HTML. So this hello I've done. So another way to open it is actually using what's called live preview. Live preview. So live preview means that as you are working on your project, you can be seeing it instantly from this same place here. So you have to download an extension called live preview. So you go to this, you go to here, you can see extension here, go here. So you type live preview. Live preview. So you can see live preview. Look at this one here by Microsoft. So I'll click on it. So I have it already installed. Okay. I have it already installed. So anyways, let me uninstall it and install it again. So I'll uninstall because I want to show you. So uninstall. Okay, now let me install now. So assuming I don't have it, let me go back again. So I don't have it, right? So let me go to my live preview, to my extension. So type live preview, then this is it here. So click on this. So click on install. And make sure you have your data on. Your internet must be connected. Okay, so it is installing, right? You can see installed, right? Good. So now let's not open it. So I'll close this. Click on this to remove it. So now, for us to get our live preview, let's see. You can see show preview. Can you see show preview? Look at this icon here, show preview. So let's click on it. Just cancel this if you have this kind of error. So with this now, I can be working and at the same time seeing my project. Okay. So this is just a recap of HTML. Do you understand? Now let's go to CSS. Now this is my CSS. So okay, so we'll be talking about CSS syntax. Okay, but before that, so go to your style of CSS. Then I want to bring /. You can see / now. Then type Shift-8, that's star, Shift again star, then /. Now this is what we call comments in CSS. Comment is used to document. but it will not show in the web page. So let me comment what we're about to do now. So it's CSS syntax. Okay. So a CSS row consists of a selector and a declaration block. So I will explain to you what this means now. So this thing we typed now, it will not show in the web page because we've commented it. So it's just like used to make documentation so that it can help you. Do you understand? Maybe you don't want to forget about a particular thing. So let's continue. Now, like I said, CSS syntax comprised of, well, it says a CSS row consists of a selector and a declaration block. So the same thing with CSS syntax, the same thing. So selector and declaration block. So let me show you what it means. So we have h1 here, right? In our HTML h1. So let me show you what it means. So we can select our h1 now. h1. So h1 here will be our selector. Okay. h1 will be our selector. Then we'll bring our curly braces. Shifts. You will see this. So h1 is our selector here. So when we talk about syntax, it's talking about a selector and a declaration block. So this is our selector. We are selecting h1. You can see that h1 here, we just said hello, right? Good. So let's say we have selected h1 now. So let's give it a declaration. A declaration consists of two things: property and value. So h1 now, let us give it a declaration. So a property. So let's give it a color. So color here is called the word property. Then what color do you want to give to h1? Let's give it a color of blue. So blue here is the value. Blue here is the value. Color here is the property. Then h1 is the what? Is the selector. So this is CSS syntax or CSS rule. Okay, so let's go to our live preview. Let's see. Okay, let's go to your web page you've opened before. So refresh it. Oh, we've not linked it together. Okay, so we have to connect our HTML to our CSS. Do you understand? So we have to link it together. So you can see before this head section, before the close of this head section. So just come here, then type link. You will see link CSS. Are you seeing it here? So click enter. Now link CSS, you can see now. This link rel is saying that this is a style sheet, it's a CSS file. Then this href here is talking about the name of the CSS. So you can see the name of our CSS is style.css. Look at the name of our CSS here, style.css. So in this href aspect here is where you put the name of your CSS file. So with this now, just click on save. So let's go back to our web page. So refresh. Okay, let me save. I don't think I've saved my CSS. So let me save my CSS. Let me see. All right, save. Let me go back now. Let's see. Refresh. You can see now the color is blue, right? So we've just talked about CSS syntax. So let me go back. Let us use our live preview. So you click on this show preview. Just close all this. You can see very well that this is what we are doing now. And I'll give you importance of this live preview now. You see, as you are working, it will be showing. So let's go to style.css. Now let's add something else again. So let's give it a font size. Font size is how big you want the font to be. So let's give it 12 pixel. You can see how big or small. You can see it's now smaller, right? Okay, let me make it big. Let me give it 40 pixel. You can see it's bigger, right? Let me give it 90 pixel. Are you seeing that it's bigger? Good. So the font size, it is used to adjust the size of the font. Now this is the font, right? Good. So like I said, now if you want to differentiate between CSS syntax and CSS rule, the syntax is what is the format or structure. For example, the syntax is that we have selector and declaration. That's syntax. Syntax is just talking about the function, the format rather, the structure. You can see now this is syntax because the syntax says selector and property on the declaration block rather. Then the CSS rule is what the instruction you are giving to it. For example, we've said H1 should have a color of blue. That is a rule. So a rule is an instruction we are giving to it, while a syntax is just the format. Let's put it that way here. The format or the structure. So if you ask that what is a CSS syntax, just say it's the structure of CSS, which comprises of the selector and a declaration block. So it can be one declaration or more. So in this case now we have two declarations. This is one declaration and this is another declaration. So file CSS rule is the instruction you give to CSS using the selector and the declaration. Then the CSS syntax is talking about the structure. Do you understand? Which is selector and declaration block. So that will be all for this particular class. I'll see you in the next video. I believe this is simple enough and I believe it is basic enough, right? If you like this video and you want more videos like this, please leave a like, drop a comment in any area you do not understand or in any area you have gained. So please drop a like and also leave a comment. And any question you have, I'll be happy to help you and also give you solutions to your answers. And most especially, please subscribe to the channel. This is what encourages me to keep on going. So if you want more free videos like this, please consider subscribing to this channel, and also you can share this video to your friends and also turn on your notification bell so that you will not miss out whenever I upload a video. So this is the first video, which is CSS syntax. I'll be uploading other videos. I'll be uploading videos every day. Okay, so please, thank you very much. You can go over this again in case you have any question. My name is Godwin and thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.